Nityanandam. Hi, this is Ma Nitya Oviyananda, coming to you live from India. And I wanted to speak to you about inner awakening. I had some people recently tell me that they have everything they need, they have everything they want, and they're successful in life. So why should they come to inner awakening? Well, let me tell you, inner awakening is not just for people who need help or need healing, okay? Inner awakening is for everybody on the planet. Because you can always expand more, no? You can always either make more money, have better relationships, you can always expand and learn more in your life. And not only that, do you know everything? And surely, even though you might be successful and rich and have everything you want, there must be some unanswered questions. And sometimes people have the depression of success. They have everything, and then what? But if you want to answer, what is the purpose of life? What is the meaning for life? What is spirituality? What is living inside me? Because don't you ever wonder what is moving your body? It's not just a bunch of electricity or whatever people say. You're not Frankenstein where you got zapped and you woke up one day. There is life inside you. And it's not just a scientific thing you can say. It is divine energy inside you that's moving you. And what is that? What is the source of that? Where does it come from? So you can answer all these interesting questions. And you can also live a more powerful life. See, at Inner Awakening, Swamiji is initiating people into manifesting Shaktis, which are the powers of Sadashiva. So even though you might be successful in all in life now, imagine if you can use these powers to make things happen more in your life. For example, you'll start to develop with Third Eye Awakening more intuition. You'll either be able to read with your eyes closed or being blindfolded. That's one thing. But another thing is having intuition. It goes so far even to say that people can see, let's say they're doing a business deal, right? And there's a contract. And they're reading through the contract. Well, they'll actually be able to detect if there's some issue with the contract itself. Like it'll show a black mark or some kind of mark on the contract that will draw your attention. Or intuitively, you'll know what the other person is thinking. In the sense of, you'll know where they're coming from. Is their intention good, or are they trying to put one over on you during a business deal? These are the kinds of intuitive things that you'll gain. And also healing, spiritual healing. Wouldn't it be cool if, you're working with a colleague and you're going over to Europe and you take a flight and you land in Frankfurt and you're waiting to go to the meetings you're having the following day, but your friend develops like a major headache, like a migraine, and it's not going away with any pills. But their help for this success of your company in the meeting the next day is detrimental if they're not feeling well. But now that you have spiritual healing, Nityananda spiritual healing, and you're initiated into that, you can heal your friend of that headache. So it has many practical everyday purposes. And I'm telling you what, with this remote vision thing, that's another thing. People can scan your house, basically. They can sit there, look at you, and scan your house. So they'll tell you where your living room is, what's inside of it. Even so far, somebody told me once, what is the stamp under the vase that was on their table? And it said, like, made in Italy. Can you imagine? The thing is upside down on the table. You can't even see it, but underneath they were able to see what was written there. So imagine what kind of effect this would have on, let's say if you're a police officer or a fireman or a rescue person, Red Cross, a doctor, any kind of a disaster relief person, say. And there was a major disaster, especially like in US, you have tornadoes, you have earthquakes, you have all these kinds of things. And oftentimes it takes days to be able to find the people or to dig them out of the rubble because you don't know where they are because they're knocked unconscious. But if you have the Third Eye Awakening, you can scan and find out which buildings have people, which buildings have living people, so that you can go there first and immediately rescue them so they're not sitting there for days dying of starvation or blood loss or something else. You'll be able to find them right away. I mean, it's really cool. Imagine the more people that have that power, we can really help people a lot more quickly and have a lot more success with saving lives. So, and I was going to say, even doctors, we have several doctors that have been to the program, and they're able to detect, like for instance, a gynecologist, they're able to detect if there's any issues with the child, the baby, and they'll be able to tell the mother, what to do to change, what to fix, things that you couldn't detect with just a regular ultrasound system. And there was no apparent issue with the mother's health. So things like that. how many lives and quality of living can we save? And not only that, when you use these powers, you're getting in the space of oneness with the divine. So you're getting into a connection with Swamiji, into a blissful connection. And it's actually like a space, I don't know how to describe it, like of bliss and love. So you're not having any kind of negative feelings at all. You're having only like compassion and love for other people and for yourself. It's just running through your blood, your veins, your core, your being. So you're not going to have any stress in your life anymore. And you're going to radiate to other people. So really, yeah, sure, your life is great now, but look at how much better it can be. Look at how much more you can benefit society, humanity. If you're not contributing to life and to society, it's kind of a waste, right? Because what is life for? Life is for other people also. And the more you give, the more you expand, and you'll see the universe showering on you. So just keep these things in mind. And I'm really urging you, no matter how successful you are and how much of a wonderful career you have, that's great. But to have a living avatar as your guide, and to get initiation into manifesting Shaktis of Sadashiva, what a different turn your life will take. What an adventure, a new adventure you'll have. So go to innerawakening.org now and sign up. Sign up for the next Inner Awakening. Specifically, I think for you, the successful ones, please sign up for Maha Sadashivoham, because that is going to be the extravaganza, the most celebratory and beautiful program to date. It's going to take all of the programs Swamiji has done and put them into one. So it's a special program he does every year, and every year it gets better and better and bigger and bigger, and it's going to be more like, I don't know, Kumbh Mela, yoga retreat, I don't know, like how can you even put it into words, but like a huge celebration, a huge event, and it's going to be like something you will talk about for years, decades. You'll tell your grandkids about it and everybody else. So please go to innerawakening.org and sign up today. And feel free to contact me with any questions. Put a comment in the question field underneath the video. Thanks very much for watching. Nityanandam.